Hello everyone, welcome back to Stonehearth, me BANTO. It's really good to be back again. Hope you guys are having a great day today. So in the latest episode we were designing a house here, and from voting on the comments, it seems this is gonna turn into a blacksmith, which we will be needing quite a lot. And I added some mods when I did the latest live stream, which is the Northern Kingdom. So I'm using it today as well. We're not playing with that kingdom, but the good thing about it is that if you saw the previous video, you might know that it has a pretty awesome thing that you can craft with the mason, which is this one. So we got the fireplace here. So what this does is give some cozy lighting downwards glowing, and it also produces smoke up high. The thing though with this house is that I think this will not go far enough up. So what we might have to do if we want that to work as we intend it to work, we might have to have like one or two down here. Pretty much just so that it we give that cozy lighting down there. And then maybe somewhere in this pipe here, we could add in blocks here to put some ones. And we could actually probably go somewhere around here and drop them. The only problem I can see with this is that it might be like glowing cozy fire inside here. That could be a problem. But maybe if we move it, maybe if we move it like up here somewhere, because this smoke that goes up, it's like an, it's a little bit different, like how far it goes up, because I think the length of this is about this high. It won't go like any real longer than that, so we have to have something here in the middle, and I think we can try that. We can add like maybe we do like 2 blocks, one to each side here, so that we can drop some of this fireplace on top of these, and we can see like how that would actually turn out and look with this. Hopefully pretty awesome, and we should be able to add them directly. So if we go in here, see if we have it, fireplace, it might be under decoration, I guess. Okay, there we have it. So then we would drop like, we could start to just drop it in the bottom just to see how it's gonna turn out. And later, if it doesn't go very well, we will be adding those on top there. So we already have like blocks prepared for placing them, since they only take one by one. And these are really cool, by the way, because the way these ones works is that on night they will go and turn it on, so it's only on during the night. So it's pretty cool. It kind of works the same as we got a campfire here. So it kind of works the same, and it comes smokes above it. It's really awesome. It's one of my favorite new items for the game at the moment. Okay, so if we're gonna have a blacksmith, we have to have some good place to work. They could actually be working here and using this as where they work. And let's see, do we have a blacksmith yet? Okay, we do not have a blacksmith. I'm not sure if I crafted a blacksmith hammer, but we can always do a new one if we need one. Have a little bit of copper at least. So let's go ahead and we can see if we actually have someone that could become an blacksmith. So Ben's the Wild with his majestic beard might be good blacksmith. I'm gonna look through here. Let's go for Ben's the Wild. Let's see, he can become a blacksmith, awesome. So since he have a really good mind, he should be a very good crafter. And I added a few more mods to the game as well. I added the case traits. If you saw my latest live stream, it adds a lot of interesting cool traits for the game. It's really interesting. There's like half goblins, and you can get scars. You have like an cut in your eyes, similar to if you ever seen Naruto with Kakashi. So it's like an through his eye. And there's many interesting traits. Some of them even gives you pretty much cleric from the very early on if you get one of them, because they're like very spiritual. So I think that mod is really cool. And we also got Home Sweet Home and a couple of more mods which I will go through at a later point. Okay, so let's see here then. Since we're getting an blacksmith, let's get him to work a little bit first. We're gonna craft a forge, and we're gonna do 1 anvil. And then we're just gonna start to do a little bit of forging, so we're gonna make some copper. We can put the main in this later, but for now I think I will just put the craft a few of each, so we can get a few ingots ready. But that should do pretty good for a while, and we might... should we do some bronze maces? It's a little bit of an upgrade for a weapon if we get footmans. And we could actually queue up to do bronze breastplate. And I think now, by the way, since we're using the Trapper Plus and Trapper Taxidermy, we will actually have to do a little bit more with the Trapper for crafting. Because with the Trapper Plus you actually have a crafting with the Trapper, which I think is really interesting. So I'm gonna show you guys with that, and we can make a really cool Trapper. I've been doing it a little bit and I think it's really cool. It does make it a little bit more advanced, but I also think that it does enhance the game and make it more interesting. So here we have the crafter window, looks really awesome. Look at this, a knife down here, some leather work going on. So as you can see, the Trapper do have so many workbenches. We have a drying frame, required for drying pelts and skins for later tanning. And then we have an hanging drying frame. So this one is drying small pelts for later tanning, so we have two different ones. And then we have a Trapper's block, required for cleaning pelts and turning them into leather. And then we have two different smokery. The smokehouse can be used to cure certain products like raw meats or sausage into edible and preserved form, so that's pretty cool, right? Then we have the tanning tub, used to tan rawhide into leather, and also the taxidermy studio, used by the Trapper to stuff and mount animals or create trophies. This one is gonna be pretty cool. We can decorate the homes with some pretty cool trophies from maybe some beast we beat, like for example, the wall-mounted Scylla trophy. I would like to have one of those. Maybe in a big Viking hall would be cool. And look at this, it's got some pretty cool clothing as well. Got the fur coat for the workers. Got the squirrel hat, traps can wear this hat for a small speed increase, pretty cool. Raccoon hat, and it seems to be kind of the same. Not sure if this one might be a little bit better than that one. And then we have the rabbit hat, pretty cool, right? Trapper can wear this hat for a good compassion bonus and a small speed increase. And wolf hood, that looks freaking awesome. And a cougar hood. I want to have a wolf hood, that sounds awesome. And we got some butchery, so the Trapper can work with that as well. I just love this part. I mean, we might even go for two Trappers having it this way, because it's gonna be a lot of work for them. So I'm actually gonna queue up to craft one of each of these, maybe not this one. Yes, we have it ready, because we will need to work with this actually. Because let's go to the let's go to the Weaver, and we're gonna check a few things. So with Weaver, to craft the bolt of leather, we need thin leather. So we need to learn like how to actually do thin leather, and I'm just gonna guess we can find it in here. So it could be this one. Use it to tan rawhide into leather. Clean small pelts, unhair and degrease the dried animal. Hide to prepare it for tanning. Okay, that's preparing for tanning. So we will actually learn a few things about how real life works with actually doing this work, which I think is pretty interesting. This leather part, I'm not entirely sure how that works. If we could do some of these, but as you can see, this one requires Trapper's block for all of them. So it could be maybe directly after this. We will see, we will see. I will learn as we go. So I think we should maintain to clean some pelts for sure. So we can do like 4 each of them. Okay, this is for scaly ones. So this one, Trapper block. We will get that soon, we will get that soon. I hope I put to craft it. Okay, so we can't sway anywhere with the Trapper, but this Trapper mod is really awesome, it's really interesting. And you can see that there's some messed up UI here, and that will be fixed pretty soon. Apparently it's part of the Trapper thing that is causing this, but it will be fixed very soon. Okay, so let's go down here to Blacksmith House. We're gonna do the tanning sometime very soon. But for now, I think we should work on our blacksmith. We don't sway away too far to other directions. Arena's Ray Wheel Studio. I don't think we're gonna buy anything for now. So I think this room here is pretty good to have as a stone floor if we're gonna be working with a lot of blacksmithing in here. So I think that kind of makes sense to have this and keep that in stone. So we can drop, for example, the forge. We can have the forge to be sitting like next to this, but I think I will actually have it somewhere around there. I think should be pretty nice. I tend to forget like what the direction actually stand when I work with it, but I think having it this way should be fine. The arrow is pointing here, so that is typically for the different workstation where it should be standing. So you can see an arrow here, and you can see an arrow here, and the same with this one. Then we'll also need an anvil, which we could, I think I want to drop it here, or maybe even there could be nice. That's gonna be very, very warm to stand here and work here. So perhaps we can have it sitting in there. And then I will be going around, and we're gonna recolor a little bit here because I don't want the entire inside actually to be stone. So we're gonna make this partially in some wood here. And by the way, if you did miss the latest live stream, I will be live streaming very, very soon again on Twitch. So I intend to do live streams this week. My goal is to do 2 of them this week. I hope I will be able to do so. So feel free to check out my Twitch channel. You can find a link in the video description for you to join us and have a good time together with us, give suggestions, and have a good chill time together with us. So I want to make like an kind of like a transition between this. So maybe something like that, or we will go ahead and I think that might be pretty good. And we do want to do some different textures here. I tend to want to do it nowadays, like throw in a little bit of textures everywhere, just makes it overall look quite a lot better. Should be pretty good in gaming. Trap level 5, oh awesome. Okay, let's see, do we have the workbenches ready? I guess the trap might be very busy. What did we need to actually craft those? It might be... Okay, only wood. So when he's not busy, hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit of crafting as well. Got some stones up here. This one is looking pretty pissed. So maybe we can go up. We have some ladders there. Looks like these guys are actually stuck up there. So I don't know if we should even care about them. I kind of want to take them out because you never know this game what it's going to do with AI if you do let them sit around there for too long. So let's see here. I wanted to have another soldier. I think Ina Frostweaver could be a really, really good archer. So let's go ahead and we're gonna promote Asu. You're gonna become an footman. You might be an archer later on again, but for now we're gonna be a footman. Here we go, and then we're gonna have Ina become our new archer, so that will be 2 soldiers. I definitely should look into also getting an herbalist and a cleric. Cleric will be a little bit far away, but we definitely should work towards that, so we have someone that can heal the wounded. If we ain't lucky with case trait, the mod that we actually get someone that is an healer from the very, very beginning, that could also happen. I don't think we should rely on that. Let's go ahead and maybe drop a ladder here. I just want to clear them out. I don't want to have them around. So let's go up here. Send our soldiers up, and someone should come and build there. So Amelia, our weaver, is going to build. Nice. Okay, there we go. Now we can fight them. So we got 1 archer, 1 footman. The archer is so freaking awesome. The damage the archer can output is so insane. And also is a very, very skilled soldier overall, really. It sounds like we got some more enemies around. Can't see them though. Could be some goblins right in our town. Doesn't seem like we have any. And by the way, to keep our work is a little bit busy for now. During the live stream, I made some new tent actually. So we got the Viking House Red. And this one actually uses this fireplace thing. So I'm gonna put it out and show you guys if you haven't seen it. And we do need more houses for people to live at, so this is just gonna be very, very nice to get. So very simple, we will have 1 bed, 1 chair in here, nothing special going on. We will add decoration to it later, however, with some pelts and stuff going on. Since I didn't have that when I decorated this, we're doing it like this. And sometimes it's actually better to not add too many decoration, because that means you can build the house early on and you can add the decoration later on. So over time the house will turn better. You just have to remember to actually do it later on. Okay, we got wolves, got a little bit of meat there, that's very nice. Do we have the trapper stuff? No, we don't. But I'm gonna put out the weaver stuff somewhere. We really should try this time also, like, to get our people into some houses when crafting. Like, even if they just go into like a storage house for now until they get their own profession, that would be awesome. We do have quite a lot of storage here in our storage house, and I think they fill it up pretty good already. At least some of them. But all of our stuff should be going in there, and I maybe should have actually moved these to be closer to that, because that's where most of our resources is going to be sitting in here anyway, so. So having them there should give them close access, and with the box command tool, another awesome mod, we can just select this entire area here. And that way we can move all of them. Instead of going back and forth 20 times, we do it once. So a really awesome mod by Witty Horse. Highly recommend it. I can't almost play this game without it anymore, really. Okay, so I'm gonna do some cooking here. Like I said, this is like very temporary stuff. Okay, so I did miss some there. Misclicking. Gonna have to redo it, I guess. Okay, there we go, that's a lot of stuff carrying away. And I like the flooring of this house as well, I think it's pretty awesome. And also the guy that made the Northern Kingdom, I started to kind of use his ID quite a bit. So I'm gonna be showing that pretty soon if you haven't seen the live stream. If you want to see it already, you can go check out the live stream. But I started to like go underground quite a bit now, and I think it's very awesome, and it looks beautiful. It makes it very... like a tiny space can become a little bit more since you're digging down, having more space going down. So I think we will add in some doors. I would like to have some wooden doors, would be awesome, just for having a little bit of variation going on. But we do a reinforced one, why not? And then we would like to have something like that going up, or maybe actually... I was thinking that this could go up and we can have like a little stair going up to it, but maybe this will do. We'll do something like that, look pretty nice. And here for the door, we might want to go ahead and grab the color we got here, and gonna make a little tiny beautiful roof over it. And we can also grab this, and we could drop it like this. We've got a tiny little cute roof over the door as well. I think it looked pretty nice. So let's go ahead and we're gonna drop in some windows from the Lost Ems mod, beautiful windows. Can have the same for the back side. And I'm thinking that we will do an upper floor on this, so we will divide it, and it's gonna be open so you can see the top from the bottom. Kind of as I done with a different house that I showed before, but pretty much you're gonna be able to go from a stair up here, and you're gonna be able to be up there and just look down, so it's not gonna cover like the entire floor. Yo Boxen, hello dude. Nothing to trade for now, I think. And let's make this to be a roof so we can hide that whenever we need to. Okay, looking pretty nice. And let's see, what kind of things do we have here? Like, we could do some rugs, that's not where you enter something you would have, but we could have some of these. It just looks a little bit nicer, like welcome to the blacksmith store. I know I had a mod in the past that added a lot of like things for storing items, like for the blacksmith. So you could pretty much put it up like a shop. So I will look into that and I might be adding that back. I'm not sure what the mod name was. But I know it had some shelves with some ores and ingots and stuff. So let's see here. First, like, where do I want to have the stair to go up? I think I want to have it somewhere around here. I was gonna do this with normal blocks. We could do it like with the stair tool as well. So then we get up here, and I guess we could go one more step up, perhaps. So it depends like on the roof a little bit. So perhaps instead of like going directly against the wall, we might actually go like one step out from the wall. Like, I guess we could actually keep that though. Yeah, it should be safe to keep that. So like I said, I don't want to cover the entire place, but I do want to make it pretty big still. So I'm thinking that maybe over here be a sleeping area. I don't want to cover over this place. But I do maybe want to make this a little bit wider. I'm kind of covering the entire thing now anyway. But I guess we don't have it to have it so wide here. You can just do it like that. That's gonna be pretty nice. But I do want to add one here. And we could do some fences here. It would look way better if we had wooden fences, but we could do fences in stone here if we want to. Let's just see how that could turn out for us. I think these fences are a little bit too high, the stone ones. So I think it's better if we just make our very own with block tool. Let's see if we can actually like walk where we made it. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, let's see what Ronja wants. Ronja appears at edge of camp, smiling, arms spreading in an compass, all that has been built since her last appearance. Stars bless your learning, she whispers. Shall I hear your tales? Yes, please. She taps her brooch. The library is pleased with your progress. She bends and touches the stone of your hearth. Now it's time to choose a beacon that will represent your settlements. The voice takes in gravely the cadence. Teach the seed saw the hearths of as earthly stars lighting our knowledge of the world. It is time we turned our backs on the phoenix. They have been burned to show that the heavens we know our place in the cycle of hearth. She waits for the appropriate response. Valin teaches that a home is a bulwark against the elements, a place to find succor and friendship. The half of sheer draws together all who seek to create a warmth that no blizzard can dissipate. A half of makers is for those who believe that the house is a place of learning and creation, and that has the things we build and best traded, so we may all grow wise together. At last, the half of glory reminds us that to survive in the farthest reaches, we must own our bodies and minds to their utmost, for anything less is to fall prematurely into the cold. Ronja concludes, sheer makers, glory, and the choice of your path lights the way for all of our to follow you. In Valin's wisdom and under the auspices, which I probably said wrong, of Fern, Knut, and Sid. Official settlement. So we have 3 different choices: Heart of Sheer, Heart of Makers, Heart of Glory. This is related to combat, this is related to crafting, and this is making people happy pretty much. And which flag do I have for the moment? I'm pretty sure I got the trading one. So I want to go for half of Makers. So with this one we have to go have gold on hand, we have to do trading, earn money and spend the money, and also craft really awesome, excellent quality items as well. Okay, so that's pretty cool. A little bit dark now to see the different shades, but I guess this one is just one shade still. Okay, so up here we do want to have at least one bed. I think one might be good enough that we will assign later to our blacksmith. That should be a pretty good spot. And for decoration, let's throw in a nice little rug here. That can be nice. Why not throw in a little bunny rabbit? Make it look nicer. And maybe we could add in like a trophy here. That would be kind of nice, really. Perhaps we should have that at this side. Maybe even downstairs. Just kind of to have something there, and maybe this could be his like dining room, maybe? Because he do need to dine and eat a little bit of stuff. Can I have 2 chairs? Maybe some comfy ones. Might take a while to get those, but we do have a weaver, so it should be definitely possible. I wish I could put these ones on the tables, it would be awesome. But let's have like one at each side here. Look at that, that's gonna be freaking cool. And then we need a rug under this, if we can put one. I want a rug under there. Maybe if we remove this, we can put a rug first. Okay, that seems to work. Look at that, that looks awesome. That's a nice corner to eat. And we also need some storage in here for the blacksmith. So let's go ahead. I think this won't be in the way, so we can have some ore or some wood or coal or whatever we might need there. But we do need more of these. So this place we can have a few different things that we try to maintain, and also want to have one that is a finished work shelf. So they will drop like newly crafted items. That can be like, kind of like, you know, in the store thing. The drop crafted goods. I wonder, I kind of want to have more than one. So do you guys think it would be okay to have one here? Kind of close to where they eat though. Like we could have one sitting here, but I think that would be kind of weird. So I might be removing one of those, and then we can throw in one here, and perhaps we can use this little corner thing, which I don't really use that very often. It's kind of hard to find the spot where you want to have that. We can have one there, and this one could be sitting, not entirely sure right now. Maybe if we turn it, I think that should work. We can still go around there. So we got quite a lot of decorations. And like we could go on forever with this, but I just want to do something extra here, just for the very entrance pretty much. Something like that, does look pretty nice. So we got some invaders. Oh, there's a big Varanus. I just love these little details of the game, like it's actually coming snow on top of him. That's just so awesome. Okay, we got our archer on the mission. Our archer is still level 1. Yeah, still level 1. And Asu should be coming soon. Our little footman here. Not sure if Asu will be able to reach before our archer will get this guy down. And by the way, I will be naming people here soon. I do have a full list for all the names, so if you have a request, I will open it for more once I go to 20 hearthings and I consider the game possible to run with more. Then I will consider opening for more requests, if you're wondering. But I think this is starting to look pretty nice, really. And we got the smoke down here. I think we'll actually add... No, let's do that after. Let's add those fires after we need them. I think that's just gonna be a little bit safer. But we need more like windows to this house. Oh, look at that. Glowing on inside. I wonder if we should have it like one step lower even, like that. I think that's better. Like we could have 2 windows up here, but not sure if we need that. Looks pretty cool though. Down here, let's maybe do some... see if we can do the smaller windows. I was looking for the latticed small ones, but I can't seem to see them. So maybe let's do 2 there. And for the sides, that if we're gonna have windows here, it should definitely be small windows. I wonder if we even should have any. I don't think we're gonna have any there. So I think this overall is looking pretty nice. Some more trading going on here. Also buying some berry bushes, that's always nice. Some carrot seeds. And violet seeds, and I think we're pretty happy with that. We should spend a little bit more. Let's see how we're doing with food. So we're doing really good with the food still, so I'm gonna sell a little bit more food. Because that will give us progress towards the half makers. So we are earning stuff, we're spending more. The gold we already have, but that's gonna go up and down some. So I wanna make sure we have some like different textures going on here. So we're gonna go in and throw in some color variation to this, and we're just gonna go pretty random with it. That's kind of how I like to do it. It shouldn't look perfect. It's like a little bit worn out and has been patched over the ages, so we can do even some lighter parts, a little bit spread out. Looking pretty good. And we could kind of make like this top if we want to. Like we could turn it into a wooden color. That might actually look better, or we can have like wood in the middle. Depends on how I want it to be looking. Let's try this out. I kind of like to have a mix instead of just having it fully in stone. What do you guys think about that? And for the columns, these I think could maybe stay. This could maybe also stay, but let's see how it would look if we change the columns. I think it might actually look better like that. And this will be our like first profession house. I'm really looking forward to get one of our professions inside the house. Gonna be awesome. And let's do the same for this one. It's looking pretty good. I might be changing this one just slightly here. I think that looks a bit better for this one. And maybe go like that. Maybe do that for this one also. Okay guys, that is looking pretty good. So this will be our blacksmith house, and we need a sign of course. I'm gonna drop one. Drop it here. And also we should have some lights on outside. So I think having it in the top might be good enough. Here should it be, and then we need another one here, and another one here, why not? Maybe one at the entrance, I just feel like we might want one. Maybe we skip it for now and add it later. But guys, I hope you like how this has turned out. I will do a little bit of coloring here, so we only got one shade here, which is okay, but it's sometimes nice to add a little bit more. Okay, so there we go with the coloring for roof. I think that looks quite a lot better. It turned out pretty good. So what are we doing now is to go through overlook a little bit, so I kind of put the right things on this. So this one is gonna remain on green one, because that's the roof, but on this one I'm gonna stone one. But guys, hope you like our blacksmith. I think it turned out pretty nice. We're gonna find a good spot for it for the next episode, but it's leaning towards being somewhere in this area here, because this is where the main town is gonna be moving at mostly. And we will keep adding a few tents here. As you can see, this one is almost done. But guys, thanks for watching today's episode, and if you want to check out this mod, feel free to do so. The Nordling mod, highly recommend it. Kai's Traits, highly recommend it as well. So really good mods. Guys, this is gonna be it for today. Hope you had a good time. Feel free to like the video if you liked it, and also check out my Twitch channel. The link is in the description. I will be live streaming more this week, so thanks for having a good time together with me today, and see you guys soon again. Have a great time.